content with sitting quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very unpleasant super mutants. Whether they plan to annex the location or just wanted to get rid of the neighbors, I couldn't say. Whatever their reasoning, I think we can all agree that fewer super mutants running around isn't a bad thing. Truly one of the greatest voices ever. Here's Net King Cole, orange-colored sky.
Filthy fool! Time to die!
So, that's not right. Привет.
Cause they said this bomb was clean. If you cannot find the way, just listen for my song. I'll love you all your life, although that may not be too long. Crawl out through the fallout, baby, to my loving arms, while those ICBMs keep us free. When you hear me call out, baby, kick the wall out and crawl out through the fallout back to me. 'Cause you'll be the only girl in the world. Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me? Why don't you crawl out through the fallout back to me?
You just heard crawl out through the fallout. The Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks. And that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, the old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. That's good to hear, don't you think? Louis Jordan is next with an upbeat tune that, well, let's be honest, it's a little passive-aggressive, don't you think?
So it starts with R?
Stop right there. You went through a lot of effort to arrange this meeting. But before we go any further, answer my questions. Who the hell are you?
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friends. We're the railroad. So answer my question.
I followed the Freedom Trail looking for the railroad. I'm not your enemy.
If that's true, you have nothing to fear. Who told you how to contact us?
I don't want to get anyone into trouble.
We'll find out, one way or another. Last question. Why are you here?
I need a Courser chip decoded.
You have what? This is not a joking matter.
I didn't know we were having a party. What gives with my invitation? Oh, I see you invited the Courser killer. Nice.
Deacon, you're late. You're saying this intruder actually killed a Courser? Single-handedly? Oh, that'd give even Gloria a run for her money.
Newsflash, boss. This guy is kind of a big deal. If you're done interrogating him, you might want to show this Courser murdering machine a little courtesy. Just a thought.
I owe you an apology. Anyone who kills a Courser is good in my book. I'm Desdemona, and I'm the leader of the railroad.
Who are you people exactly?
In a world full of suspicion, treachery, and hunters, we're the synth's only friend.
Des, we need to let him in. He's got an intact Courser chip, for God's sake.
That violates our security protocols.
To hell with that. He killed a Courser. There's no way he's working for the Institute.
We're letting you into our headquarters. You're the first outsider ever to be given this privilege. We'll discuss the details about your chip inside.
And that one is you. No other will do.
We having fun yet?
Hey, Deacon.
We having fun yet?
Ambition, a worldly acclaim.
Excuse me.
Saw some of you work along the trail. Not bad. For a human, that is.
And with your admission that you feel
So you think you could have done better on the trail?
Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know how you figure that marker garbage out, though. Listen, you caught us at a shit time. We're still recovering from something. We're a man down, though. And if anything Deacon said about you is true...
I'm interested.
Awesome. I think you'll be a good fit.
So
I know
full of
Dad said we
yourself.
don't got room. But talk to Deacon. I'm sure...
We having fun yet?
Hi. Don't try anything, stranger. Don't try anything, stranger.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, our visitor here has a Courser.
Don't try anything, stranger.
For real? Oh, man, it's been ages.
Right. Some ground rules. Tom can get you the code, but once he's done, we get the Courser chip.
Circuit analyzer.
Don't try anything, stranger.
believe me, I don't want to set the world
Hi.
Give Tom time. He'll get that chip decoded.
We're in. Chip access. Just poke the analog connectors a
Caretaker
little.
made it out, and he was by the goddamn
What?
elevator.
Oh, man, don't crash.
Scarecrow's
Get
not on
together.
camera.
Memory hiccup. Here it comes.
Don't try
Encryption
anything,
algorithms.
stranger.
All right.
Even if he showed up
Still
now,
running.
he's been burned.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh, man.
After everything he's
They've
done
added more
for us?
decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby. Show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait. They're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh, man, we got lucky. I got you, you institute bastard. I got you. Software in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass number. Come on, baby. Then we got it.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you? I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested.
Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Hey, yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, Des.
Start working on the rest of the chip. And you? I'd love to work with you more. Let me know if you're interested. But to be crystal clear, if you use that data and discover anything involving the Institute, you share it with us first. Otherwise, our relationship will be in jeopardy.
Everyone's all, you've been hitting the Kims way too hard. But I got my eyes open. I see.
Don't try anything, stranger.
Hey there.
If we're going to be dealing more with each other, I need to make sure that we're on the same page. You know what a synth is, right?
I've heard rumors about them.
They are synthetic humans created by the Institute. So,
Aren't synths just machines? And machines are tools.
they started that way. But if it's impossible to tell a single difference between a synth and a human, close to real people that the distinct
Miss,
the
hi,
Institute
my
treats synths as property.
Aren't synths just machines? And machines are tools.
They started that way. But if it's impossible to tell a single difference between a synth and a human, they must be treated the same. So we seek to free the synths from their bondage. Give them a chance. I have a question. The only question that matters. Would you risk your life for your fellow man?
Once, I pledged my life to protect my countrymen.
Well said. Someone with your skills, your beliefs. Normally, we'd try and recruit you. But right now, we don't have the time to train up it. And in turn, we can help you.
I'm a weary exile, singing my song of loneliness.
If you're not here to save sins, just leave.
Not many doctors around these days. Should let me take a look at you.
What's new, Doc?
Got nothing, sorry.
Could use some supply.
Let's see what I can...
Asshole!
You just heard Bob Crosby here on Diamond City Radio. The Minutemen are making waves in the Commonwealth, folks, and that's good news for all of us. The latest word is that they've retaken the castle, an old holdout of theirs from back in the day. From everything I've heard, it was no small feat to get that back under their control. There's some real monsters out there in the Commonwealth, folks. Now that they've set up shop, I'm told the Minutemen will be in a better position to help whoever in the Commonwealth might need them. That's good to hear, don't you think? Here he is, a hackin' and a whackin'. It's Butcher Pete.
Old human junk. Worst kind of human junk.
Come here again if you need.
Hey there.
Hope you didn't mind the reception. When you tango with the Institute, you gotta be careful when someone new gets on the dance floor.
Do you really have...
Cagey? No put strong in cage. Not like cage.
The precautions are necessary. In our business, if we underestimate...
Get on
but
with
it's
it
all good
already.
now. I vouched for you.
So tell me, why did you vouch for me?
In our little outfit, it's my job to know things. And with everything you've done...
Ugh. But why the trust? You can't be taking it all on faith.
I've heard a lot of things about you. So Dez I'm just gonna come out.
You got my attention.
I got a job. Then, if you get into a bind and need some help, your buddies in the room.
Sign me up then.
Perfecto.
Geiger counter is a pretty good rate. When the needle starts clicking, it's where I'm gonna dig. Money, money, honey, the kind you fold. Money, money, honey, rock and roll. Break it in, paint it up like hay. Have a rocking good time and throw it all away.
How long are you left alone? There, mister.
There you are. Was wondering if you were gonna show up. Yes, it's me. I have to hide my face in these parts. People like me aren't allowed around here. Now let's get down to business. That big wall of glass looming over Diamond City is the mayor's office. Most people don't know it, but there's a strong room buried beneath. Mayor's just sitting on top of it, and that's our target. The guy has it coming if you ask me. With how he treats my kind, maybe he deserves worse.
What's inside?
Caps, meds, food. Enough to keep this city running. It's things we want. Things everyone wants. You get in on this, there's plenty for you. You got it? So, what do you say we make this party a little bigger? I managed to track down my tech guy. His name's Mel, and he is right here in Diamond City. The guy can make a gadget to solve any problem. Thing is, he's a bit locked up right now. You have to get him out of there. I can't just stroll into Diamond City security with this face, covered or not.
Tell me about this security office.
It's built into some old locker rooms. And this isn't a maximum security prison. No problem for someone like you. Pick a lock, find a key, bribe the guard. The usual stuff. Just get him out of there.
How's that search going? Were you able to find the artifact?
Here it is.
Great. I'll get this documented and ready to send off. Here. You earned it. Tech will always be in demand. Once you're ready.
Affirmative.
Great. You've got the air.
About time you showed your face. I take it that area's clear?
Affirmative.
Impressed. Here's what you're owed.
Right.
Recon's always... Take...
I'm ready.
All right. Here's the data. Don't...
Humans with sense are the worst. They hide in plain sight.
That was Personality by Johnny Mercer.
Lurk scat off my...
I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends. I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks. That's enough sentiment from me. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Feeling a little uncivilized?
I'd see you again.
That's not such a bad
Managed to
thing,
get what you need.
according to Danny Kaye.
I just went out for a little stroll. Thought I'd stop back and say hi.
It's a good thing your survival and my humanity aren't at stake. Otherwise, I might be annoyed by your attitude. But, fine. I shouldn't have doubted you'd come back. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
None of your damn business.
Fine. Forget I asked. Doesn't matter anyway. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute... You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience.
Bioscience?
Divisions within the Institute. Specialized groups working on various projects. It'll make... But, if you can build this device, and make use of that code...
Giant green idiot.
I mean, can you build it? You have people that can help. This is a lot for one person.
I got it covered.
Good, good. Because you've got to make it in there. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. It's my only hope for ever being. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Well, I don't know, but I've been told uranium ore is worth more than gold. I sold my cad, I bought me a Jeep, I got that bug and I can't sleep. Uranium fever has done and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around. With a Geiger counter in my hand,
I'm going out to stake me some government land.
Uranium fever has done and got me down. Well, I had a talk with the AEC and they brought out some maps that looked good.
Hurt human.
He said he knowed, so I got him to fish down the road. Reckon I drove about 100 miles down a bumpy road out through the wilds. When all of a sudden I bounced to a stop at the foot of a mountain, didn't have no top.
What do you need, General?
Has done and got me down. Uranium fever is spreading all around.
Can you take a look at these schematics?
A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
The Institute? Why in the...
Can you help me or not?
We'll give you whatever help we can. Don't worry about that. Now, assuming you could build this thing, what exactly does it do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. This machine can hijack their signal and send...
Teleportation? For real? Wow. If anyone can make heads or tails of those plans, it'd be Sturgis. I haven't found anything yet that he couldn't build or fix.
You reach the spot where your fortune lies. You find it's been staked for 17 other guys. Well, I ain't kidding. I ain't gonna quit. That bug's done caught me and I've been bit. So with a Geiger counter and a pick in my hand, I'll keep right on.
Preston thought you might be able to figure out these plans for me.
Sure thing. Let's see what you've got.
Do you think you can build this?
Wow, what a mess. Looks like encrypted RF transmission. Teleportation. This is some pretty crazy.
I wouldn't be wasting your time if I didn't think it was real.
Okay. But you gotta admit, it isn't every day somebody asks me to build them a teleport hijacker. Anyway, the eggheads never think about the nuts and bolts of actually making something work. But, I'm gonna need some time to study this thing. But, you can get started on what he calls a stabilized it'll need some pretty high-grade metals, but it's basically not that different than the lining of a jet engine or something like that.
Ugh. Can you give me a list of what I'll need to build this platform?
Yeah, sure. Here's a list of what you'll need for the first piece. I'm pretty sure we've got all that at Sanctuary, if you want to build it there. While you work. Keep in mind, I can already see this is going to take a crazy amount of juice. Like if you had a spare nuclear reactor handy, we could probably use it. And it's going to be big. So find a nice open building site with lots of power available.
Bing Crosby, hell of a positive guy. Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends. I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks, that's enough sentiment from me for today. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Next is Crazy He Calls Me by Billie Holiday.
Let me finish up, then we'll go for a walk.
How's it going? Did you find a good spot to build your signal interceptor?
Yeah. Ready to build the rest of it.
Good. I think I got a handle on this crazy contraption. At least as much as I can tell. Until we actually try to build it, here's a list of 3 things that may be harder to find. I think I'll be able to pull together everything else we're gonna need. I'll meet you over at the building site and see if we can actually make this thing work.
Can you explain how this thing is actually gonna work?
Let me break it down for you. There's 4 main... 1, a control console to input the code and process the signal. 2, what he calls a relay dish. 3, a molecular beam emitter. Gets pretty technical here, but looks like this is what... 4, one thing to keep... I'll see you...
This isn't gonna do anything without power.
He's a dreamboat. He's a dog. I had the measles, the too, the chicken pox, and the flu. My whooping cough was grim. I had the itch and the mumps, the poison ivy in clumps. To top it, now I've got him. He's a palooka, he's a brute. He drives me crazy, but he's cute. Why do I love a guy I ought to shoot? He's a demon. He is a devil. He is a dog.
Excuse me.
You're with the Minutemen, right?
Sure. Tell me what's going on.
A pack of feral ghouls have holed up near. If more of them...
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I'll be glad to...
Hey,
I just want to trade a few things.
go ahead.
Hostile life force.
suppose anything goes by Cole Porter. Hey folks, time for some news, though actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute. Well, it's possible to say for sure they may actually be out there. If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile.
What's that?
It's dangerous very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there,
Who's not
Adam Bomb, baby.
Who's not scared strong? Time fight better.
Yes.
Gotta make sure we've got enough power.
One more tomorrow to hold you in my embrace and thrill with rapture each time I look at your face. One more tomorrow to see heaven in your eyes.
Got it.
To have your hand cling to mine and wander through paradise.
Looking forward to that chair. You're so kind.
To kiss your lips constantly and feel the pounding as your heart beats next to me. One more tomorrow filled with love the whole day through. And then tomorrow again for one more tomorrow with you.
One more tomorrow, courtesy of Friend Guitar. Hey folks, time for some news. Though, actually, this time it's more addressing some rumors than anything else. I'm sure many of you have heard tales of the Railroad, a group working to free synths who are trying to escape the Institute.
Everything looks good on my end.
While it's impossible
Ready to see if this thing actually works?
They may actually be out there. If so, makes sense that they're keeping a low profile. It's a dangerous idea and is met by some very mixed reactions around the Commonwealth. I guess if you are out there, good luck not getting caught. Just try to not tap your foot along to this one. I dare you. It's Uranium Rock by Warren Smith.
getting tired working hard every day. Working every day and not getting much pay. I got a big Geiger counter, it's a pretty good rate. When the needle starts clicking, it's the way I'm gonna dig. Money, money, honey, the kind you fold. Money, money, honey, rock and roll. Break it in, bait it up like hay. Have a rocking good time and throw it all away. Well, I can see me now in my long Cadillac. Engines in the middle, spare wheel on the back. Man, don't you know I'd be hard to stop when I find that big uranium rock. Money, money, honey, the kind you fold. Money, money, honey, rock and roll. Break it in, bail it up like hay. Have a rocking good time and throw it all away. Yes, that's me in my long Cadillac. Heading down the road and I ain't coming back. Ain't no red light gonna make me stop when I find that big uranium rock. Money, money, honey, the kind you fold. Money, money, honey, rock and roll. Drink it in, bail it up like hay. Have a rocking good time and throw it all away.
Worry, 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 love is passing me by. Worry, 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 love is passing me by. Worry, 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 I'm so painfully shy. Of the guys get all the kisses. Why am I the one who misses? Worry, 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 woe is me. Baby, 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 I'm a fool about love. Maybe, maybe I should go to school about love. When it comes to getting chummy, I'll admit I'm quite a dummy. Worry, 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 woe is me. I found out I'm a worrying kind. I go worrying right along. Life is fine, but with a worry in mind, so many things can go wrong. Worry, 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 should I hold her so tight? Worry, 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 am I kissing her right? She said, Joe, it's you I'll marry. I'm not Joe, my name is Harry. Worry, 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 woe is me.
Wrong what to do.
You've got your orders. Move like you got a purpose.
since we talked, I'm feeling swell. Look at the two of us, here in Sanctuary, prepared for the future.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens. I'm ready when you are. Okay, hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute, what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Now, folks, I'm sure you've all seen or heard about the latest issue of Public Occurrences. Some bold claims by our intrepid reporter. Since possibly living among us, undetected. Very serious implications. Wouldn't you agree? The mayor's office has, of course, issued a statement denying the validity of the article, saying all is well in Diamond City. The mayor himself insists that the fears raised in the article are unfounded. Good to know, I guess. But between you and me, listeners, I'm gonna keep my eyes open just to be on the safe side. Well, never a dull moment here at Diamond City Radio.
I wondered if you might make it here.
Ever.
You're
Here's
quite
Nat
resourceful.
King Cole with orange-colored
I'm
skin.
known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator.
It's stuck.
I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Useless. Would need the key. Can't pick this. No use. Only opens with a key. No way to pick this. I'm your dad.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Sean, are you okay? You're not hurt, are you?
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Damn it.
Father?
Sean! Open the
help
door!
Me. He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
When they drop that bomb, crawl out through the
Sean.
fallout with the greatest
S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name? Your title?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of the Institute, just as you mean to your son, to Sean.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been... It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a the Institute. It's important.
But director?
I was the most qualified for the position. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know there's more for us to... The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life, and now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you?
Maybe. I don't know.
I know. And I am sorry. The Institute can provide a better life. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's...
Things are pretty...
I've seen it myself. I know. That is why. And it's a life that you can now... I simply ask that you give the Institute me.
Whatever.
We really do have humanity. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please, you want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them.
I'm in.
That was Personality by Johnny Mercer. Here's the latest word on what's happening in the Commonwealth, folks. Not content with sitting quietly at the airport, the Brotherhood continues to make waves. They've recently been seen cleaning up Fort Strong, formerly occupied by some very unpleasant citizens.
Almost done. Just
Whether
need
they
to tighten
plan
up this
to
primary
annex
drive
the
servo.
location
That's the
or
third primary
just
drive
wanted to get
breakdown
rid
this
of the
month.
neighbors,
As far as I'm
I
concerned,
couldn't say.
the phase out on these older
Whatever
models
their
can't come
reasoning, I
soon
think
enough.
we can all
Oh,
agree that
I don't
fewer
know.
super mutants running
Most of
around
them have lasted long
isn't
past their projected
a bad
lifespans.
No way I'm cracking this.
Now here's one
Terminal's
that
gotta be
anyone
somewhere.
who's had trouble
Can't
letting
argue
go
with
can
that.
relate to.
Even so,
It's
I'm ready
all
to see
over.
the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks again.
Of course.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
Hey.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, well, you've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world... I'm sorry. I know that was a very...
No way, man.
I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then as you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in... There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the lab. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
Absolutely.
Oh, good to hear. It'll be a load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Who built this place originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
You!
What's on your mind?
I'd like to know about the people in your division.
Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He coordinates with... We also make use of an...
Hey.
Got a doll baby, I love her so. Nothing else like her anywhere you go.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
We don't usually welcome outsiders. I hope you can appreciate your good fortune.
She's just the way I want it to be. A million times hotter than TNT. Atom bomb baby, loaded with power, radioactive as a TV tower, a nuclear fission in her soul, loves with the electronic control. Atom bomb baby, little atom bomb, I want her in my wigwam. She's just the way I want her to be, a million times hotter than TNT. Atom bomb baby, boy she can start one of those chain reactions in my heart. A big explosion, big and loud, mushrooms me right up on a cloud. Atom bomb baby, little atom bomb, I want her in my wigwam. She's just the way
got it.
Ella Fitzgerald, folks. Just when you thought you'd heard everything, folks, there are tales being told about a very strange-looking machine built up there. Your friend Travis here has yet to learn what this thing is for, but I can tell you, the imagination's out for a while. Wackiest version I've heard so far is that this thing is supposed to somehow contact the Institute. Now, I don't think I believe that, but if it's true, and whoever's building it can hear me, put down the wrench, friend. It'll only end badly. Anyone else out there knows what that thing does, you come see your old friend Travis Lonely Miles. Next is Worry, Worry, Worry by the Three Sons. This pretty well summed me up. At least until recently.
Worry, 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 love is passing me by.
Yes.
Worry, 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 love is passing me by. Worry, 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 I'm so painfully shy. Of the guys get all the kisses. Why am I the one who misses? Worry, 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 woe is me. Baby, 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 I'm a fool about love. Maybe, maybe I should go to school about love. When it comes to getting chummy, I'll admit I'm quite a dummy. Worry, 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 woe is me. I found out that I'm a worrying kind. I go worrying right along. Life is fine, but with a worry in mind, so many things can go wrong. Worry, 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 should I hold her so tight? Worry, 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 am I kissing her right? She said, Joe, it's you all married. I'm not Joe, my name is Harry. Worry, 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 woe is me.
personal record, Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure.
Great. In any case,
is there anything I can do?
there might be. Tell you what, you get settled in and check.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. You're here. Glad you made it.
Happy times, Bob Crosby.
Father's work has been a real inspiration for me.
Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know all too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends, I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks, that's enough sentiment from me. Let's get it on back to the music, shall we? Harkening back to the days when searching for radioactive material was something to look forward to, here's Uranium Rock.
Well, I'm getting tired working hard every day. Working every day and not getting much pay. I got a big guy counter is pretty good.
Authorized personnel. All systems nominal. Thinks he can hide in his office, does he?
Money, money, honey, the kind you fold. Money, money,
Well, you can tell him that I intend to